Hello everyone, hello to my replayers. I know it's kind of late, so I'm probably not gonna get a lot of people at this time. I'm a night owl, so I go to sleep late, especially on the weekends. And I wanted to do hi, Meow Swirl, how are you? I'm so happy to see you. Hi Tatiana. Oh my gosh, I didn't think I was gonna get anyone at this time because it is late and I'm a night owl, so I have a little bit of a chance here. Um, Hi Birdie. I have a little bit of time right now before I go to bed, and I wanted to do a new moon reading. I am offering this one on my. Oh, thank you, Meow Swirl, and thank you for your message earlier, your coffee drink. It was awesome. Thank you so much. It was so sweet of you. Yes, I'm a huge night owl. I am not a morning person at all. And I stay up until late, and I'm working on that because I want to try to go to bed a little earlier, but I'm always working at night. I like to work at night. I don't know why, but I do. I know happy mothers to you too, Tatiana, and everyone else around online, and all the replayers as well. I want to wish a happy Mother's Day. I hope everyone has a wonderful Mother's Day. And I'm gonna be doing a 10 card spread for new moon in Taurus, which is going to be on Tuesday. It's going to be, I think, 4:53. I think I saw. I think it's Eastern PM. So that's going to be this Tuesday, and it's going to be all about finances. It's going to be really focusing a lot on financial endeavors, but also self-care. Because it's, the planet is Taurus, and Taurus has to do a lot with, the beautiful side of things with planet Venus. Venus rules sensuality, beauty, but it also rules that side of finances too. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the reading. So this reading, I offer it on my Etsy shop, and I am actually giving a little bit of a special in the sense of the turnaround. So those that are going to purchase it between today or tomorrow, whenever, until Wednesday, I'll be able to give it to you within 3 business days. And I know that's a fast turnaround for me because I have always have clients lined up somehow. And so that's for those that purchase only for this new moon reading. I'll be doing that so you can get it faster. And it's on my Etsy shop. So I'm going to go over the positions, and if you're interested, I'll put it on my link so you can check it out. So let's start with the first card. The new moon energies around us this time is going to be the 6 of Cups. And this is a card of nostalgia. It's a card of the past. This new moon is going to bring something from the past or someone from the past again, or may make you feel like nostalgic with something or someone. Okay, so it can also represent reconnecting with something, not just with a person, but something that you wanted to do or you've been looking at doing and maybe have put off. You're going to be rekindling with that again, with that idea or with that person again. Okay, the next card is healing that is coming in this new moon is the High Priestess. So what's healing for us is our intuition, is our spirituality, it's our connection with spirit. That's what's going to be healing in this new moon. There's going to be a lot of connection also with the feminine energies. If you connect a lot with, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, the feminine is going to be the one that's going to be very healing for you in this cycle. And she's holding a fire. There's a fire right on the one side. To me, that's transformation and change. So there's a lot of awakening in this healing new moon for you, with regards to your spirituality. Okay. And I also see dreams too. So dreams are going to be important as well. Okay. Number 3, or what are the obstacles right now? Let me go ahead and lift this card over here. So what are the obstacles is to have faith, is to have strength, is to know that we can continue. Thank you so much for the hearts. That we can continue to move forward and to let go of our fear, which is always something that keeps us from moving forward. So that strength is going to be there. Okay. It's just that we need to believe in what we want, believe in what we're desiring, and not let other things, external and internal factors, kind of get us deviated from our plan or from our dreams. And living one day at a time, right? What are the obstacles right now is to focus on letting go of that and having faith that we can move forward despite any obstacles around, despite the odds. Your love life in this new moon is the Two of Swords. Okay, so your love life is Two of Swords. There may be a little bit of stagnation with something this new moon. Maybe there's going to be a need for an important there's going to be decisions are going to be important in this new moon with something with your partner. If you're single, it could be that you're going to feel like there's nothing going on. Like, why is it that I'm by myself? Why is it that I'm single? There's going to be that feeling. But I also feel this card talks a lot about believing again in faith, because in the traditional tarot, it has the woman in the blindfold, so it's kind of, you can't see, but it's there. So it's important of believing that there is somebody coming for you if you're looking for love, if you're in a relationship or interested in someone, believing that that's going to work out, that it's going to move forward, that things are going to be fine. So that's what the love energy looks like in this new moon in Taurus. So it's about the two energy, the partnership energy, decisions, choices, and believing that things are going to move in the right direction. The finances are going to improve. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So financially, oh, thank you so much, my astral love. Thank you. I wish you the same thing. I wish you the same thing. Nothing but happiness and love and light. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune, and this is a card in the number 5, your finances that I was talking about. So financially, there's going to be a huge change for the better. There's going to be something that's going to make it better. It's going to take it to the next level. There's going to be something improving financially in this new moon. A new moon is usually within the next 30 days. So it starts now on the 15th of May, and it ends in the next cycle, which will be the next month, June 15th. So that's what I'm picking up with that. So there's going to be that change for the better in this your finances. And remember, we just talked about Taurus, new moon in Taurus always talks about, what I was saying, Taurus is connected with a lot with money. So the sign of Taurus is really going to be connected with money in this new moon. So the Wheel of Fortune is coming up as a change for the better. There's going to be a huge change. So if you've had some obstacles with money, this new moon is going to be really good. And the next 30 days are going to be much better than they have been. So a great time to do rituals around that, okay, is what we're getting with this. All right. So, yeah, that's what we're getting with that energy. All right. And then we have the next card is going to be number 6, and it's your angel messages in this new moon. So your angel's messages in this new moon is the 4 of Swords. So it's about rest, and it's about taking time for healing, taking time for taking some remember we talked about self-care as well, and it's amazing how the cards are so synchronized with what I was just saying. I shuffled them really well before we started for this new moon. So this is the 4 of Swords. The angels want you to relax, to rest, take time for you. Any type of healing that you can do is going to be very good. Okay. What is hidden is in this new moon is going to be the Knight of Cups, and it could be the Knight of Cups can be an opportunity that's coming that you don't know of. Okay. So it is about an opportunity. It could be relationships. It could be career. But I do feel like it's something that you don't know right now, and it's about to come in this new moon. It's going to be, you see how he has a cup in his hand. He's ready to move forward. So it's like an opportunity that's coming out of the blue. So it's going to be coming to you in this new moon. There's something coming that's going to be positive. And for those looking for love, it could be relationships. So because Knight of Cups traditionally is about relationships. So it could be something good coming from your partner or for relationship wise. Doors opening, I have is 6 of Pentacles, and there's some help coming. Someone's going to help you. You're going to make a connection with someone, or there's a connection coming, and you can see the hands, kind of like receiving the pentacles, right? But the important thing about the help is that once you receive that help, give back. Try to give back a portion of that again, like pay it forward. So there's a need to do that, but there is going to be some help coming to you. Okay. Career area in this new moon is Two of Pentacles. There's going to be a lot of busy energy, and there's also going to be a decision that's going to be important, and a flux, like up and down, up and down. If you have a business, it could be kind of going up and down in this cycle, but it's going to be, connecting with the Wheel of Fortune. So there's going to be good energy coming in overall in money and career, but there's going to be an important decision coming your way. And then what is the advice for this cycle? That's the last card. And it's the Page of Cups. And it's that there is new emotions and happiness coming to you in this new moon. Something that you didn't know about is coming, and it's going to bring you a lot of joy. Okay. So that is the 10 card spread in the coming cycle. I'm offering the same spread, of course, more in detail, because I pull a lot more up. I pull a lot more cards, as many of you know that have gotten readings with me before. I pull a lot more cards than this. I pull an opening message, and then a closing message, and it's like, I don't know how many cards I pull, but I pull a lot. This spread is available on Etsy, so it is on my Etsy shop, and I do have a 20% off. And if you get this new moon reading between tomorrow or tonight and Wednesday, I'll be able to deliver it within 3 days. So that's a fast turnaround for me, as you know, because it takes a while for me to get the readings out because of the volume. So, and here it is. I'm just going to show it really quick. It's this one right here. I don't know if you can see new moon and the new moon reading. You're welcome. You welcome. And so there it is. It's the new moon reading, and it's 20% off. So that is awesome too. You can see it right there. All right. Anyone have any questions about anything before I wrap up for the evening? I hope everyone has a great Mother's Day weekend. Everybody's doing great. I've been contemplating on doing a tarot class. And if anyone's interested, let me know. But I am wanting to do it. I just have to kind of write down how I'm going to structure it, and if there is an interest. There's people that are interested in it, but I am interested in doing it. What else did I want to say? If you're interested in checking out my websites before I let you guys go, these are the websites you can find me. And I do tarot. I do oracle cards, Lenormand cards readings. Yay, Tatiana. So yeah, I want to do it. I don't want it to be like a super duper expensive thing. I want to break it in small chunks. Like, for example, major arcanas. So I'll focus on the major arcanas and do a session on that, class over that. And then maybe work on like the court cards and divide them up, into like the coins, and then the wands, and so on and so forth. I don't want to make it one big large class, because it can be overwhelming. I have a question about my husband. He is Virgo and is waiting to become a sergeant. Anything coming through? Okay, let me pull a card for you with your question. I got the card of the Chariot for you. So it is a yes for that. And it could be in the sign of Cancer that he'll get an answer. So Cancer is... and the Chariot is about the Cancer sign, which is June, July, right? Yeah, June, July. So between mid-June to mid-July, if not sooner, you will be receiving some sort of clarity with it. But it looks very favorable as a yes. So things are going to move pretty quickly here if they're not already with it, because this is a very fast-paced card. The card of the Chariot is a fast-moving card. So it looks like it looks very favorable for him. All right. You're welcome. You're very welcome. So yes, I suggested for you to start teaching years ago, and you said yes. Yeah, I just, the problem that I've had is having the time to to create it. You know what I mean? Because I have to sit down and do all that stuff. The part that I need to write down. But I want to make it as simple as possible, in terms of creating it and making it very intuitive. It's not just the traditional tarot meaning. I want it to be intuitive how I read, you know. So that's how I want to go over the symbolism of the cards and all that stuff. And maybe, you know, teach how to read, just not just learning the meanings, but teach how to read different styles and stuff like that, different types of cards. But yeah, anybody else have any other questions before I wrap up? All right. Well, I hope everyone has a great. We have Sean. It says, "Do you pick up anything about my love life?" Let me pull a card for you, Sean. Death. There's an ending of some sort, or there has been, or there's going to be, or you're going through it right now. But there's an ending, a transformation, and a change coming in for you. So, and it's also talking about Scorpio energy too. But this death card is always a representation of a huge release and starting something new, or a need to let go of something that no longer is serving you anymore and moving forward to open doors for a new love or a new relationship or a new phase. Okay. But it's a need to let go and move on, is kind of what I'm getting for you. Okay. We have the sun there coming up in the future there for you, so there's a lot of light. You're welcome. I'm so happy you enjoyed that and it brought you clarity. Anybody else have questions? Anything that you want to ask before I let go? Or not let go, but wrap up for the evening. I hope everybody's enjoying their weekend. And yeah, anybody have any favorite books that they're reading right now? Just before we end. I am a huge hoarder of books and tarot cards. I have a bunch of different interests. I love tarot cards, of course, tarot books, divination books, but I also like anything that's new age. So crystals. Um, I'm starting to kind of look more into that, and I want to do. Oh, let me see. This is my first live video I've seen that you do. That is cool. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, I've done them before. But I did one like maybe a few days ago. But I don't come up. I'm trying to come here more often. I haven't been in a while, and I came. I think it was on Wednesday night, but it was earlier than now. But I'm gonna start to try to come in more often. And before I answer the next question, I was saying that I like to read a lot. So, well, I like to try to read. Um, what kind of it takes my time is YouTube videos. I love watching YouTube videos at night. But I watch the news and I catch up with everything in the night with YouTube. But I like to read different books on spirituality and, things of that nature. So let's see. I have, what is the real reason why people make fun of me when I pass on sweet message to somebody else? Let's see. I have the Five of Swords for that question. Sure, Tatiana, definitely. I'll pull it right after this question. Five of Swords for my astrolove. So, why is the real reason why people make fun of me when I pass on a sweet message to somebody else? It could be that they're not used to receiving positive light, energy light, good news. They're just on the defense. Five of Swords is a card of, conflicts, and the people that maybe you're giving the message to are not prepared to listen to what you have to say, or are maybe so used to the negativity all the time, receiving negativity, that when you give them that positive, response, they're just like on the defense, if you will. Um, so don't take it personal. It's nothing about you. It's nothing that you do or you've done or it's not about you, pretty much. It's about them. So that's what this is saying. And it's about also setting boundaries yourself, that you want to kind of watch out who you message or who you say that to, in case they don't receive. You know how people are very delicate sometimes with things. So that could be what that is talking about. But you're not doing anything wrong. And 5 is a number of change. So there's a need to shift and know that you're evolving and those people are going to be evolving too. All right. But you're not doing anything wrong. And if you wanted to work with an angel for that, Archangel Michael would be good for that. Okay, let's go ahead and do Tatiana, and I think I'll be the last person. We have the Fool for you. And Tatiana, I have here the new beginnings for you. And it says you're wanting to know about abundance. So I'm not sure if you're wanting to start a new job or a business, but whatever you are wanting to do, there's a new beginning for you. There's a need to start going in a new direction. Maybe going like starting something new will be so beneficial for you, um, because it's going to really help. You're welcome, my astro love. Um, I hope that brought you clarity. I have the Fool, so for Tatiana, so it's showing a lot of new beginnings and clarity. So there's going to be something, and you can see there's a dog there. So there's a lot of clarity coming in for you with this new beginning or this new venture, or maybe just a new phase in your career. But there's something new coming in, and to not be afraid to go for it because it's going to do very well for you. Okay. You've read for me a few times now and have helped me with a few honey jars. My situation being sick, pregnant. I remember. Okay, yes, I remember you, of course. And with my longtime boyfriend, Aaron, who took back off to Ohio. Always pleased with your work. He's not back, but always tons and tons of synchronicities. I still don't understand those. I'll be looking to reach out to you again. This is awesome, though. Thanks. Oh, I'm okay. I was thinking about you the other day. I was like, I wonder how she's doing. I'm so happy to hear from you. Oh my gosh. And I would love to connect with you again. I hope that you're doing better. I hope that things are moving much better for you. Let me pull a card for you. I'm going to pull an angel card for you, and then I'll pull, let's see. Oh, I got courage for you. It says, Archangel Ariel, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. I think that cannot be better said for you right now. So that is what is the message. I don't even have to go more deeper in that because that's like so clear. It is awesome that you finally read for me, and yes, your reading did bring me some clarity. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy, my astro love. I'm so happy you enjoyed that. And you're welcome, Tatiana. So, yeah, I am so happy to connect with all of you tonight. I just finished a client's reading, and yeah, so I was just going to maybe go on Instagram for a little bit before I go to bed. I'm in a better place, but still attached to the synchronicities. Okay, totally understand you. Totally understand. But I'm so happy you're doing better. I'm so happy, and I know those synchronicities can be hard and can make things more harder for us. They're usually a message from spirit. They're trying to tell us something, you know. So yeah, but definitely always follow your intuition. Always, no matter what. All right. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope everyone enjoyed this. I'm so happy to connect with all of you tonight. I'm going to start to see if I plan to work for that tarot class that I want to do. I'm offering a great sale over the weekend on my Etsy shop, 20% off. Mother's Day, I think the code is Mother's Day with the S 2018. And I'll be offering on Indie Made for those that are interested in doing rituals and all that stuff, like the more of the spiritual work with me. I am offering a 20% off everything until I think Tuesday or Wednesday. And it's Mother's Day. I'll put it, let me see if I can type it on here. Mother's Day 2018, just in case. And I'm also going to be doing the group ritual that I've been doing. I feel like I've gotten a lot of good feedback from that too. So I will be doing a new moon in Taurus group. I will probably post it tomorrow in case you're interested. And it's going to be awesome because it's going to be great for money, attracting abundance, and also for love. Because Taurus rules, remember, Venus is the planet ruling Taurus, and it's also about self-care and all those things. Okay. But it says here, by the way, those that came at me didn't use the word random. So that, yeah, they're not prepared to listen to your message. That's what I feel, because you are positive and have light to offer them. So that's why, and that's, yeah, there are people that are just like very negative. I'm telling you, there's a lot of negative, there's more negativity than positivity out there. So that's pretty sad, but it's kind of like the truth of what I've seen, at least. um but yeah, what else? Let's see, what else. This is the first time I have a little bit of time because my child is sleeping, and I'm here. It's a Saturday night, so I'm able to chat for a little bit. But I'm gonna see if I wrap up here. I'm just posting the websites on here so you guys can have it, even though it's on my bio. Indie Made. Let's see if I'm trying to put the Indie Made there. Indie Made website. Anybody else have any thoughts or questions before I end? Trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to say. So the next offering is going to be the new moon in Taurus. Lenormand cards always seem to connect with me more. What's the difference? I know. Lenormand cards are very good with. Okay, let me explain how the differences are. So tarot is to me always going to be my favorite. Um, because tarot is what I grew up with. It's like the main thing for me, the main kind of way I do divination, and I do a lot of work with it. Now, Lenormand, I actually have it right here, is 36 cards, and tarot is 78 cards. So Lenormand is more focused on divination. It's more like it's very cold, hot, like very cold and dry. Tarot is more spiritual, has a lot more layers. Um, has a lot more layers. Okay. Um, and you can go so deep. Like with a tarot card, you can read. You can do a complete reading for a person. You don't need to do 20 cards. Like if you ask me a question, I can pull one card from the tarot and I can do a huge reading for you. Even give you maybe possible time frames. With Lenormand, it's not going to be as deep with one card. Now, they're more in the Lenormand is more, it's, if you're wanting to know more about like a specific divination question, Lenormand is very good to answer. Because let's say this is the card of the this is the lily card, and we have the anchor. So it's more practical. It could be very literal. Lenormand can be very literal. Like we have this is the Lenormand card of the lily, and this is the anchor. So what it means is lily is about peace and serenity, but it can represent an older man, and the anchor can represent an older man who is settled, that's coming in your life. For example, if we're asking a question, so there's an older man coming in your life that's settled, right? Or that's wanting to settle down, or that's grounded, okay? Or that maybe is very stagnant in his life and wants more, that could be a meaning. So you see how it can be, it usually you have to read it in pairs, with Lenormand, minimal, if not more cards. The more cards with Lenormand, the better. I usually, what I do with Lenormand is I mix it up sometimes, and I add layers with tarot. I combine them. I use 3 cards usually. Is what I use when I want a quick question for a client. But and I also like, and I haven't done it for myself in a long time, but I like to do the 3 by 3, which is 9 cards, and just kind of ask, okay, what's coming up, and what are the energies that are coming up in my near future, and they will tell me what's coming up. I asked one time, we were in the process of, we have a little girl, my husband and I, and we're in the process of adoption right now. But we didn't know what we were going to get. It was a boy or girl. And I asked, just what was coming up. And I saw there was a little girl, I saw in the Lenormand, it was going to be a little girl. And the little girl was going to have some health concerns, and it was exactly the way it came out. It is, she's fine, but she has some minor health issues, but it did come up just like I saw. And so it is very precise. Lenormand is very precise. And it can also be confusing too, because sometimes the cards can go either way. And there's where the reader comes in to use their intuition and decipher it They are the ones that can decipher it. So with practice, you can learn Lenormand, with practice reading and continuing to ask everyday questions and things like that. But I don't recommend asking the same question over and over. Let's say you ask a question about a person today. I wouldn't ask that same question until maybe a few weeks have passed, because then you're going to get different answers and it's going to get confusing. It's going to get you confused. It's going to be a lot. But that's how I read. um so yeah, so that's the difference. But Lenormand cards are very, very good. Very good. There's an author. Her name is Rana George. She's my favorite one in Lenormand. The book is called The Essential Lenormand. Um, and I'm going to type her name down here so you can have it in case you want to look her up. And she has an awesome book. There we go. Rana George. And she is the one that she created the Essential Lenormand Guide, and it's amazing. It's amazing. And that's what I would recommend for you to look into if you want to start reading it or researching it for yourself. She also created a deck too that I think last year came out amazing too. They were almost 100% spot on for me when you would use them. Thank you for the explanation. You're welcome. Yeah, they're very good. So yeah, if you ever want a reading again, or if you do a ritual, if you prefer the Lenormand cards whenever you do a ritual with me or anything like that, let me know and I'll just use that for you if that's what you prefer. Some people prefer one card over others, and that's fine. It's all about energy, I think. I believe it's all about your energy and connection with the energy. And let me tell you, sometimes as a reader myself, like I have so many decks, right? So I pick a deck and the deck is not talking to me that night. It's just not. So I just get another deck, and that deck is the one that's talking to me and wants to say something, and that's the one that's clearing out anything that I want to know. So it just depends on energy, what's going on in that moment, that the cards or the decks that want to come up and work with me are the ones that are wanting to come up. So like right now, I am loving this deck right here. The tarot. This is the Sawyer's Path Tarot. It's so beautiful. I'm also connecting with the this one here, which many those that know about the tarot know. And this is the what's the name of this one? The Wild Unknown. It's a very simple black and white. It has a little bit of color, but I've been connecting with this one recently. And this one I really didn't connect with before, but now I do connect. It's like wanting to reach out. So I'm doing a lot of readings with that now. I will definitely be contacting you. You mentioned thinking about me the other day, and it was the same for me in regards to you. Oh my gosh. Yes, I was thinking about you. And I was like, I wonder how she's doing. But let me tell you, so much crazy, busy stuff going on right now. And I've been sick too. I've been sick. I'm not feeling well. Um, um, it's nothing bad. It's just I have to have a procedure done soon. It's a minor procedure, but I need to have it. And I've had some health concerns on and off. The first 4 months of this year have been very, very like hectic, so I haven't had time for anything. But yeah, I was thinking about you. I wanted to message you and see how you were doing, because I hadn't heard from you in a while. So I'm happy that you're doing good and you're in a better place. Very happy to hear that. All right, everyone. So anybody else have any questions, or anyone wants to message anything, say anything before I let you guys go for the evening? I'm just going to kind of put some hearts there. I hope everybody had a great time. I had a great time with all of you. And again, I have that sale going on until the Wednesday, 20% off. I'm good. I'm doing good. I'm fine. It's just I have had some digestive issues, and I've had it before, but it would lead, it's just nothing major. And then I started having some issues again recently. And so I have the main issue with me is the gallbladder. So I might have to get it removed because it's not working properly. That's what the doctor said. So I might have to get it removed. It's not a big deal, you know. But it's like a procedure I have to do, and I don't want to do it, but I have to do it. So that explains why I've had so many gastro issues recently. It's been more like heartburn and indigestion, things like that. Like burning, gnawing feeling in my stomach. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was stress, and it was that my gallbladder is not working well. So that's what's going on. But it's nothing. Thank God and the angels. Thank God and the angels and Archangel Raphael and all my angels, Michael. That is nothing serious. There's nothing for me to worry about. It's nothing, that is serious, right? It's just something that, yeah, it sounds scary, but my mom has had that problem, and all my family on her side has had gallbladder problems. So I have to have it, removed. But yeah, it's nothing to worry about. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing wonderful. Big hugs and have a beautiful evening. And I will talk to you guys soon. Okay. So if you have any questions, let me know.